Let's sit comfortably in any seated posture with eyes gently closed. Try to slowly withdraw your minds to look at that vast infinite space in front of your closed eyes. Taper your awareness to the eyebrow center. Visualize a candle flame there. Keeping intensified awareness on this candle flame, let's chant the mantra Om 3 times together now. Inhale fully. Awareness is on the candle flame. Eyes are closed. Spread the awareness from the eyebrow center to the whole body now. And from the whole body to the bed or the yoga mat you're sitting on, the room you're sitting in. And then the building or the bungalow or the place you're in, the universe, slowly reach the universe and the galaxy once again. Very slowly. Home, lane, address, city, state, country, continent, this planet Earth, and the galaxy. Take a deep breath in as you watch the stars or whatever you see here, shadowy movements. Inhale again. Just use one word, thank you, 3 times now. Thank you. Thank you. And slowly open your eyes. One word changes everything. For more than 20 centuries, words within a sacred text have mystified, confused, and been misunderstood by almost all who read them. Only a very few people through history have realized that the words are a riddle and that once you solve the riddle, once you uncover the mystery, a new world will appear before your eyes. In the book Magic, Rhonda Byrne reveals this life-changing knowledge to the world. Then, on an incredible 28-day journey, she teaches you how to apply this knowledge in your everyday life. No matter who you are, no matter where you are, No matter what your current circumstances are, the magic is going to change your entire life. The Magic by Rhonda Byrne, by the author of The Secret. By this means, you will acquire the glory of the whole world, is a quote in the Emerald Tablet in 3000 to 5000 BC. This book, Magic, is dedicated to you. May the magic open up a new world for you and bring you joy for your entire existence. This is my intention for you and for the world. Let's remind ourselves of our existence now with Kapalbhati. Close your eyes, start active exhalations. If you're a beginner, alternate nostril. If you're not a beginner, active exhalations pulling the abdomen in. अपनी आंखें बंद करें, ऑल्टरनेट नासिका से एक के बाद एक एक्सेल करें, पेट को अंदर खींचे जब सांस छोड़ते हैं. अगर आप बिगिनर हो तो, अगर बिगिनर नहीं हो तो नॉर्मल कपालभाति करें, सांस छोड़ते हुए. गिनिए मत, आंखें खुली रहेगी. Then she gives acknowledgements. When I first sit down to write a book, the creation begins as a joyful yet solitary experience. So she feels when she started the book that her experience was very joyful and single. There is just the universe and there is me. Once again, doing Kapalbhati, close your eyes. Visualize the galaxy. Visualize the vast infinite space. Visualize the galaxy and you. अपनी आंखें बंद करें, फिर से यूनिवर्स को विजुलाइज करें, गैलेक्सी को विजुलाइज करें. खाली सिर्फ गैलेक्सी है और आप हो. She continues giving thank you and gratitude to everyone, starting from her daughter Sky, who worked tirelessly side by side editing the book, and to many others, those who helped her with the scientific knowledge, research skills, discoveries of science, words of religion. She's also thanking her editor Cindy from Beyond Words for her straightforward editing approach, probing into questions. She thanks her family. She thanks those who were into the final production. She thanks to the secret team, which was her previous book, to help her take a new book to the world, and who are the backbone of her work. She says thank you, thank you, thank you to her publishers. Thank you, thank you, thank you to her spiritual guide for the guidance, for the love, for the wisdom. Then the contents of each chapter are there. You can now open your eyes once again. Come back from the vast infinite space to where you are, to open your eyes. Do you believe in magic? She writes in the first chapter. That's the title. For those who believe in magic, keeping your eyes open, write yes in the chat box. For those who believe in magic, go to the chat box and write yes. For those who don't, write maybe. Excellent. Those, she says, who don't believe in magic will never find it. In the first chapter. Remember when you were a child and you looked at life in a total wonder and awe? Life was magical, exciting, and the smaller things were utterly thrilling to you. You were fascinated by everything. Close your eyes once again and try to remember what you were fascinated with when you were a child. You were full of excitement when you lost your tooth because it meant the tooth fairy thank you. Because you thought that the tooth fairy would be coming that night and you would count down the days to the magical night of Christmas or Diwali, even though you had no idea how Santa Claus could get to every child in the world in one night. Somehow he did it and he never let you down. So here she talks about our experiences, some magic that we believe in, something that we as children looked at life in total wonder. Thank you. Thank you for writing in the chat box. Thank you. Thank you. Reindeer could fly, there were fairies in the garden, pets were like people, toys had personalities. Write in the chat box any toy that you had which you felt had a personality, or a dream that came true and you could touch the stars. I remember when I was a child, I had a maid called Leela Bai who would carry me. I hail from the eastern suburbs of Ghatkopar. And we had a bungalow and a well and a cow and a Mehtaji, a Munimji. And in the chowk, which was the ground in front where the cars would be parked, my maid would carry me. There were these two huge trees. And I must be very, very young, hardly 2 or 3 years old. And I still remember the awe I had when I looked up at the sky. Aeroplanes would fly so low because I lived very close to the Santa Cruz airport that the sounds of the plane used to get me looking up in wonder. And it used to feel as if, oh my God, the plane is flying literally like a bird above me. And that kept me in complete wonder, complete wonder. There is an exquisite feeling many of us had as children that everything is good, that every day promises more excitement and adventure, and that nothing could ever thwart our joy for the magic of it all. But somehow, as we grew into adults, responsibilities, problems, and difficulties took their toll on us. We became disillusioned, and the magic we once believed in as children faded and disappeared. How many of you feel the same way? Write I do in the chat box. I'm repeating this sentence. There is an exquisite feeling many of us remember as children, that everything was good, that every day promised more excitement and adventure, and that nothing could ever thwart our joy for the magic of it all. But somehow, as we grew into adults, problems, pressures, stresses of daily life, responsibilities, difficulties took their toll on us. We became disillusioned. What a beautiful word Rhonda Byrne has used over here. We started becoming disillusioned, and the magic we once believed in as children faded away, disappeared. It's one of the reasons why, as adults, we love to be around children so that we can experience that feeling we once had, even if it's just for a moment. When I'm with my grandchild, I always remember once again those awesome days when I had these beautiful positive illusions. How about you? Rhonda says, I'm here to tell you that the magic you once believed in is true. And it's the disillusioned adult perspective of life that is false. The magic of life is real, and it's as real as you are. In fact, she says, life can be far more wondrous than you ever thought it was as a child, and more breathtaking, awe-inspiring, and exciting than anything you've seen before. When you know what to do to bring forth the magic, you will live the life of your dreams. Then you will wonder how you ever could have given up in believing in the magic of life. If you are still doing Kapalbhati, discontinue. Keep your eyes open to read the text. Relate your eyes to the text. Use your two senses mainly, the sense of sight and the sense of hearing. You may not see reindeers fly, but you will see the things you've always wanted appearing before your eyes, and you will see the things you've dreamed of for so long suddenly happening. You will never know exactly how everything weaved together for your dreams to come true, because magic works in the invisible realm, and that's the most thrilling part. Are you ready to experience the magic again? Are you ready to be filled with awe and wonder every day like when you were a child? Get ready for the magic. Our adventure begins 2000 years ago when life-changing knowledge was hidden within the sacred text. A mystery is unrevealed. The following passage comes from the Gospel of Matthew in the Holy Scriptures, and it was mystified, confused, and been misunderstood by many people over the centuries. सुन रहे हो सब? Are you all listening? Are you all reading? Whoever has will be given more, and he will have abundance. Whoever does not have, even what he has will be taken from him. मैं रिपीट कर रही हूं ये. Whoever has will be given more, and he will have abundance. Whoever does not have, even what he has will be taken away. अब समझिए ये कहना क्या चाहते हैं रोंडा बर्न. From this little one quote, you have to admit that when you read this passage, it appears unjust. It's not fair, right? It seems to be saying that the rich will get richer and the poor will get poorer, right? But there's a riddle to be solved in this passage, a mystery to uncover. And when you know it, a new world will have opened to you. The answer to the mystery that has eluded so many for centuries is in one hidden word: gratitude. Whoever has gratitude will be given more, and he or she will have an abundance. Whoever does not have gratitude, even what he or she has will be taken away, taken from him or her. Amazing, right? By the revelation of one hidden word, a cryptic text is made crystal clear. 2000 साल पहले की बात है, 2000 साल निकल गए, but they are as true today as they ever were. If you don't take the time to be grateful, you will never have more. And what you do have, you will lose. जो है वो भी चला जाएगा. And the promise of the magic that will happen with gratitude is in these words. If you are grateful, you will be given more, and you will have an abundance. From the Quran, the promise of gratitude is equally emphatic, and which means, remember when God proclaimed, if you are grateful, I will give you more. But if you are ungrateful, Verily, my punishment is indeed severe. It doesn't matter what religion you follow or whether you are religious or not. These words from the holy scriptures and the Quran apply to you and your life. They are describing a fundamental law of science and of the universe. It's universal law. अब ध्यान दीजिए. Gratitude operates through a universal law that governs your life, your whole life. According to the law of attraction, which governs all the energy in our universe, from the formation of an atom to the movement of the planets, like attracts like. It's because of the law of attraction that the cells of every living creature are held together, as well as the substance of every material object. In your life, the law operates on your thoughts and feelings because they are energy too. And so, whatever you think, whatever you feel, you attract. If you think, I don't like this job, I haven't got enough money, I can't find a perfect partner, I can't pay my bills, I think I'm coming down with something, he doesn't appreciate me, I don't get along with my parents. यहाँ पे तो in-laws भी हो सकता है. My child is a problem. My life is a mess. Or my marriage is in trouble. Then you must attract more of those experiences. But if you think about what you are grateful for, like I love my work, my family is so supportive, I had the best vacation, I feel amazing today, I got the biggest tax refund ever, I had a great weekend camping with my son, and you seriously feel the gratitude. The law of attraction says you must attract more of those things in your life. It works in the same way as metal being drawn to magnet. Your gratitude is magnetic, and the more gratitude you have, the more abundance you magnetize. It is a universal law. You will have heard the sayings like whatever goes around comes around. You reap what you sow. You get what you give. Well, all of these sayings are describing the same law. And they are also describing a principle of the universe that the great scientist Isaac Newton discovered. Newton's scientific discoveries included the fundamental laws of motion in the universe, one which says every action has an opposite and equal reaction. When you apply the idea of gratitude to Newton's law, it says every action of giving thanks always causes an opposite reaction of receiving. And what you receive will always be equal to the amount of gratitude you've given. This means that the very action of gratitude sets off a reaction of receiving. And the more sincerely and the more deeply grateful you feel, in other words, the more gratitude you give, the more you will receive. So now, receive and give oxygenated air in Bhastrika. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. In a twist. ट्विस्ट करें, आंखें खुली रखें, स्क्रीन के सामने देखें और भस्त्रिका करें. The golden thread of gratitude, dating back thousands and thousands of years to the earliest recordings of humankind, the power of gratitude was preached and practiced, and from there was passed on through the centuries, sweeping across the continents, permeating one civilization and culture to the next. क्या बढ़िया सेंटेंस लिखा है रोंडा बर्न ने. बाप रे. dating back thousands and thousands of years to the earliest recordings of humankind. The power of gratitude was preached and practiced. मतलब गुरु भी थे, शिष्य भी थे. Recordings back then, humankind था तब से. And from there was passed on through the centuries. Centuries भी उन्होंने ले लिया. Sweeping across the continents, पूरा planet, globe, world भी ले लिया. Permeating every civilization and culture को भी ले लिया. Permeating मतलब एकदम अंदर, seeping through, going into. The major religions of Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Buddhism, Sikhism, Hinduism, Jainism, all have gratitude at their core. Muhammad said that gratitude for abundance you've received is the best insurance that the abundance will continue. It's giving you insurance that your abundance will go on. Buddha said that you have no cause for anything but gratitude and joy. Lao Tzu said that if you rejoice in the way things are, the whole world will belong to you. Krishna said that whatever is offered, he accepts with joy. King David spoke of giving thanks to the whole world for everything between the heavens and the earth. And Jesus said thank you before he performed each miracle, from the Austrian Aborigines to the African Maasai and Zulus, from the American Navajo, Shawnee, and Cherokee to the Tahitians, Eskimo, and Maori. The practice of gratitude is at the very root of most indigenous traditions. Continue, Pastrika. When you arise in the morning, give thanks for the morning light, for your life and strength. Give thanks for your food and the joy of living. If you see no reason for giving thanks, the fault lies with yourself. What a lovely quote by Shawnee Native American leader. History is laden with famous figures who practice gratitude and whose achievements put them amongst the greatest human beings who have ever lived. Gandhi, Mother Teresa, Martin Luther King Jr., the Dalai Lama, Leonardo da Vinci, Plato, Shakespeare, Aesop, Blake, Emerson, Dickens, Prowse, Descartes, Lincoln, Jung, Newton, Einstein, and many more. Albert Einstein's scientific discoveries changed the way we see the universe. And when asked about his monumental achievements, he spoke only of giving thanks to others. One of the most brilliant minds of all time thanked other people over 100 times a day for the work they had done. Is it any wonder that many of life's mysteries were revealed by Albert Einstein? Is it any wonder that Albert Einstein made some of the greatest scientific discoveries in history? He practiced gratitude every single day of his life, and in return, he received many forms of abundance. When Isaac Newton's, कितनी अच्छी तरह वो पहले आइंस्टाइन का कह रहे हैं, फिर न्यूटन का. When he was asked how he had received the scientific discoveries he made, he said that he stood on the shoulders of giants. मतलब उन्होंने अपना gratitude दे दिया. Isaac Newton, recently voted the greatest contributor to science and humankind, was also grateful to those men and women who lived before him. खुद ने credit नहीं लिया. He said he was standing on the shoulders of giants. Scientists, philosophers, inventors, discoverers, prophets who practiced gratitude reaped its results, and most were aware of its inherent power. Yet, still, Gratitude's power is unknown to most people today, because to experience the magic of gratitude in your life, you have to practice it. Then she talks about her discovery. My discovery is a perfect example of what life is like when a person is ignorant of gratitude, and what happens when you make gratitude a part of your life. तो वो पहले कह रहे हैं कि मैं ignorant थी तब क्या हुआ, और बाद में कह रहे हैं कि जब मैंने gratitude practice किया तब क्या हुआ. If I had been asked 6 years ago if I was a grateful person, I would have answered yes, for sure. I'm a grateful person. I say thank you when I receive a gift, when someone opens a door for me, and when a person does something for me. Discontinue Bhastrika, everyone. The truth is, I was not grateful person at all. I didn't know what being grateful really meant. And just saying the words thank you on the odd occasion certainly didn't make me a grateful person. My life without gratitude was pretty challenging. I was in debt, and it was increasing a little bit more every month. I worked really hard, but my finances never improved. In trying to keep up with the mounting debt and obligations, I was living with a continuous undercurrent of stress. My relationships swung like a pendulum from fair to disastrous, because I never seemed to have enough time for each person. While I was what would be termed healthy, I felt exhausted at the end of the day, and I always got my fair share of colds and the latest illnesses going around each season. I had moments of happiness when I went out with friends or when I went on vacation. But then the reality of having to work harder to pay for those pleasures would sweep over me. I wasn't living, I was surviving. From day to day and from paycheck to paycheck, I would no sooner solve one life problem than more problems would appear. But then something happened that would change everything in my life from that day forward. I discovered a secret about life, and as a result of my discovery, one of the things I began to do was practice gratitude each day. As a result of this, everything in my life changed, and the more I practiced gratitude, the more miraculous were the results. My life truly became magical. For the first time in my life, I became debt free. And shortly after that, I had all the money I needed to do whatever I wanted. Problems in my relationships, work, and health disappeared. And instead of facing daily obstacles, my days became filled with one good thing after another. My health and energy increased dramatically, and I felt better than I had in my 20s. मतलब 20 साल की थी, उससे भी अच्छा she felt. My relationships became much more meaningful, and I enjoyed more good times with my family and friends in just a few months than I had in all the previous years. More than anything else, I felt happier than I thought it would be possible to feel. उन्होंने सोचा उससे भी वो she was happy. I was blissfully happy, the happiest I had ever been. Gratitude changed me, and my whole life magically changed. How many of you want to bring the magic in your life? This is the next chapter. Write me in the chat box. चलो लिखना ही पड़ेगा. Wow. Yeah. No matter who you are, no matter where you are, no matter what your current circumstances, the magic of gratitude will change your life. I have received letters from thousands of people in the world in the worst imaginable situations who have changed their lives completely by practicing gratitude. I have seen miracles that take place in health where there seemed to be no hope. I've seen marriages saved, broken relationships transformed into magnificent relationships. I've seen those in total poverty become prosperous. And I have seen people in depression catapult into joyful and fulfilling lives. Gratitude can magically turn your relationships into joyful and meaningful ones. Is your life magical? You can tell right now how much you have actually used gratitude in your life. Just take a look at all the major areas of your life: your money, your health, your happiness, your career, your home, and your relationships. The areas of your life that are abundant and wonderful are where you have used gratitude and are experiencing the magic as a result. Where there is no abundance, you lacked gratitude. It's a simple fact. When you're grateful, when you're not grateful, you cannot receive more in return. You've stopped the magic from continuing in your life. And when you are, you get boundless. The magic formula: knowledge is treasure, but practice, Rhonda says, is the key to it. The magic formula: deliberately think and say the magic words thank you, not just for the sake of saying them. The more you deliberately think and say the magic words thank you, the more gratitude you feel. The more gratitude you deliberately think and feel, the more abundance you will receive. Then she talks about the magical book. As you express, as we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. Then she goes into this beautiful practice of just 28 days of fulfilling our dreams, of dividing them into categories of health and body, work, money, relationships, material things. It's so, so, so beautiful. So beautiful. Wow. Close your eyes now. Take a deep breath in. Hold the inhalation. Exhale. Inhale fully again. Use gratitude for the oxygenated air that you took in. Use gratitude for the ears for being able to hear my formulas. Use gratitude for your heart, your systems, your organs to process the oxygenated air. Use gratitude for the exhalation, saying thank you for removing the expended air. I'm seeing on the chat box so many of y'all writing, yeah, I use gratitude. But none of us have used gratitude the way it is supposed to be used. None of us looked into the waiter's eyes when he served us in that restaurant and looked up and said, Nahi chahiye, thank you. Haan, thank you. Later, thank you. None of us thanked the farmer. None of us thanked the grocer. We did not say thank you for everything that we don't have in life. So if you think you used gratitude, you did not. You didn't look into your mama's eyes and say, thank you, Mom, for bringing me in this beautiful world. All we did was complain. All we did was write or use say gratitude without feeling it. And if we don't feel it, we do not receive the abundance that we feel we have a scarcity of, is what Rhonda Byrne is trying to say. So bring your right hand in Nasagraha Mudra, close the right nostril, inhale from the left, exhale from the right, exhale from the left, exhale from the right. Then bring the hand down, continue exhalations, Kapalbhati. Add inhalations to this, Bhastrika. Do the inhalations, make your exhalation 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. Discontinue, inhale, inflate your abdomen like a balloon, push your pelvic platform down, abdominal breath. Hold your inhalation in Antar Kumbhak. Exhale 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. Fold your tongue now like a taco. And inhale. Tongue in. Inhale. Hold the inhalation. Exhale 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. Inhale to a count of 7. Exhale to a count of 9. Dirgha pranayam for Dirgha Ayushya. Then inhale fully. Look up cockeyed. Tongue out. Pant like a dog. Shwan pranayam. Discontinue. Remember next time you do it to use your saliva in your eyes or on spots. Use your saliva. Do facial yoga. Puff and pout. Pout from side to side. Circle the pout. Reverse it. कपड़े सब पूरे पहने हुए होते हैं, दिखता है फेस, राइट? तो फेशियल योगा इन्फ्यूज्ड विद ब्रेथ वर्क बहुत ज़रूरी होता है. बहुत कितने दिनों से हमने नहीं किया है यहाँ पे भी अपनी मॉर्निंग ट्राइब में. एंड देन पैम्पर योर फेस विद फेदर टच. Loving yourself, saying, wow, Bijal, you're awesome. How beautiful are you, Shobha? Way to go, beautiful goddess Anahita. अपना नाम लेके कहिए. What a lovely digestive system you have. Hence you are glowing. Love you, Pooja. Love you, Shobna. You are the best. Love yourself. Inhale fully, hug yourself. Bhastrika करते हुए. Aha. Don't fake your affirmations. Affirmation ऐसे होने चाहिए जैसे कि हो ही ना. उसमें सोचने की क्या बात है? मिरर पे जाने की क्या जरूरत है? कितने एफर्मेशंस होते हैं, अरे मिरर पे जाके देखिए और फिर एफर्मेशन. नहीं. Your own Atma Swarup is your Param Guru. Cultivate your breathwork formulas to transform yourselves in a very simple way. Harness these boundless powers on your own but along with your community. तो ही multiples में होगा ना. And then close your eyes. Watch your breath. अपने ऊपर वाले ओठ और नासिका के बीच में ध्यान दे. सांस अंदर जा रही है, थैंक यू बोले, यू आर अलाइव. सांस बाहर आ रही है, थैंक यू बोले, यू आर अलाइव. थैंक यू, थैंक यू बोलते रहे. Next time you say thank you to someone, make sure you do eye contact. When you open your eyes now, say thank you to the first person who comes your way, and the first thing you see, and the money you had to be able to afford it. I'm repeating. When you open your eyes, the first person you see, your server, your staff, your husband, your wife, your grandchild, your grandmother, your parent, jo bhi ho, your pet, your dog, your cat, hug it. Maybe you're living alone. Go to the mirror. Say thank you to yourself. And that time smile. This is the way to say thank you, so Shobha. ऐसे बोलना अपने आप को. This is the way to say thank you, Vandana. लिखिए, पेन लिखिए, नोटबुक की मेरी नोट देखिए, हमेशा साथ में. Every time together. You understand? And then that cupboard, or that home, or that flooring, or just that cloth you could afford, and the thank you. You may have a cup of tea or coffee now. फार्मर तक जाइए जिसने कॉफी बीन्स ग्रो किए, बुल पे, ऑक्सन पे, जो उस पे चले उस फील्ड पे, द वन हु प्रोसेस्ड इट. ऑब्जेक्ट्स को भी थैंक यू कहिए. ऐसा थैंक यू कहिए, ऐसा थैंक यू कहिए कि बरकत आ जाए आपकी जिंदगी में. साथ में बरकत भर भर के. रोंडा जी कह रहे हैं ये सब मेरा नॉलेज नहीं है, मैं शेयर कर रही हूं आपके साथ. डोंट गिव मी एनी क्रेडिट फॉर दिस. आई एम शेयरिंग इट विद यू ऑल. Okay, this is my legacy journal. All right. Thank you all.